Hello, sawadika, bonjour, guten tag, habari, nango. Thank you so much for coming back. And do not ask me where that came from because it just happened now. But I think it was inspired by my video yesterday when I said I wasn't a language person, so I decided to challenge myself to say hi in different languages. And so today I wanted to speak about a quote that I saw a while ago on Pinterest. And upon looking at it today, I found out that it was quoted by a French lady known as Agnès Nin. And the quote goes, "We don't see things as they are, we see things as we are." Think about that for a second. We do not see things as they are, we see things as we are. And there are two realities in the world. The first reality is subjective reality, and the other is objective reality. Now, before I go on, I need to tell you that I am aware that there's a conversation that as to whether the objective reality actually exists. But for today's discussion or talk or whatever this is, I want you to think of subjective reality as being dependent on the mind, and objective reality being independent of the mind. And I'm going to give an example right now. Say there is a vase of flowers on the table. And so the vase of flowers being on the table is objective reality. But if you are me, and if the flowers on the table are lilies, then you'd think those flowers are beautiful because I think lilies are very beautiful. But that's just me. You might not think that lilies are beautiful. And so that is subjective reality. So subjective realities are those realities that are attributed to the mind, attributed to your thoughts, attributed to your feelings or your experiences. And I know most of us have found ourselves in this situation, especially in relationships. You find yourself asking, why doesn't he love me the way I love him? Or why doesn't he care about me the way I care about him? And the simple answer to that is simply, he is not you. He is not you. He perceives and shows love differently. He cares and shows kindness, differently, because we are completely different people. Subjective reality is uniquely you. It's the way you look at the world, the way you perceive things. And sometimes, and I know I'm gonna say sometimes, but this is really most of the time, we try shove our ideologies and our beliefs down people's throats because we always believe that the way we do things, the way we perceive things is always the right way. And I think this is human, really. But we should try to try see other people's perspectives. Try put yourself in the other person's shoes. Try look at things the way they look at things. Try understand why they look at things the way they do. And I remember I had this lecturer, cross-cultural lecturer, Dr. Diana. She'd say that it's not enough to acknowledge that we are different, but you have to be sensitive towards them. And what this gets to me so much when I'm in a conversation with someone and they come and with that argument that the way you're looking at it is wrong. You should not look at it like that. According to who? According to who? No, that is you and this is me. And I feel like we should be okay with that. And we should always be okay with agreeing to disagree. It's totally fine because I come from a different angle. I come from a different light, and so do you. And it's fine. It's really like, this is also like something that could be up to debate. Sometimes you say that I want to stand my ground, you want to stand your ground, but how about the other person? Why do you think you're correct and why do you think you're right? It's the way, and I feel like if you acknowledge that and if you realize that, then you're better off than the other person who's not even open to try think of the way other people think about stuff. Anyways, that's all I had today. And so think about it. You think about, we do not see things as they are. We see things as we are. Think about that. And I hope to see you again tomorrow.